Good morning, everyone. Respected teachers, dear friends. My name is Sangita Mahato, roll number 35. Today I'll be speaking about a subject that is often seen as just numbers and formulas, but it is in fact very foundation of our modern world. The topic is relationship of mathematics with physics, chemistry, biology and computer science. Now next is the introduction slide. Mathematics is often called as the foundation of scientific knowledge. It provides tools for measurement, calculation and logical analysis. Scientists use mathematical formulas and models to explain natural phenomena. So without mathematics it would be very difficult to make accurate prediction or scientific discoveries. Therefore, almost every branch of science depends on mathematics. The relationship of mathematics with physics. First, let's look at physics, the study of matter and energy. How does math connect to it? The answer is fundamentally. Without mathematics, physics is impossible. Whether you study force or motion, its expression can be explaining in mathematical formulas. The explaining of waves, sound, or understanding electromagnetism, it will be dependent on physics always. For example, in Newton's law, the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to applied force and act along the direction of it, F equal to ma, which is expressed in a mathematical formula. So in physics, we rely on mathematics very heavily. Explaining waves, sounds, or understanding electromagnetism, we rely on mathematical language. For example, algebra, trigonometry are not just abstract concepts. They are tools we use to solve problems. In mechanics, we analyze experimental data, the sine function, cosine function, tangent function. We learn in trigonometry are essential in describing anything that involves angle or periodic motion, like pendulums or sound wave. Now next slide is about chemistry. Mathematics is very important in chemistry. For example, stoichiometry use ratio and proportion to calculate the amount of substance in chemical reaction. We use it in a balanced reaction. For example, 2 mole hydrogen plus 1 mole oxygen equal to 2H2O. This is use the concept of ratio and proportion. Logarithm are used in calculating pH value of acid and base. Chemical equation need balancing. We have discussed about it. It use ratio and proportion. Now graphs are used to show the reaction rate, chemical changes rate. So mathematics helps chemists to perform accurate calculation and analysis. Now let's talk about relationship of mathematics with biology. We might wonder how maths fit into biology. The connection is stronger than you think. In genetics, probability is used to predict chances of inherited traits. For example, in Punnett square, we can predict the inheritance of dominant traits, recessive traits. In population studies, statistics helps in scientific analysis, growth patterns. For example, in corona pandemic, the mathematics is used in calculating death rates, regular survey of disease spreading. Graphs are also used to represent data such as population growth or disease spread. Therefore, mathematics help biologists to understand pattern and make the scientific situation better and more accurate. Let's talk about the relationship of mathematics with computer science. It is the most important field in modern world. Everything begins with algorithm and problem solving, which are step-by-step mathematical procedure. Computers operate on binary numbers, just 0 and 1, which is a simple but a powerful number in the system. The concept of logic and set theory forms the basis of programming, which are mathematical concepts. A concept like Boolean algebra. When we store or organize data, we use data structures such as trees and graph. Even advanced fields like artificial intelligence, cryptography, which secures online transaction data, are built on mathematical concepts such as number theory, Boolean algebra. So we can say that in computer science, mathematics is the fundamental language which helps it. Its algorithm are heavily depend on mathematical concepts. Now next, to conclude this example shows us one simple truth. Mathematics is the backbone of science and technology. Without mathematics, our scientific development, as we all know that, it would be impossible. Every scientific discipline from physics to chemistry, biology and computer science or everything depends on mathematical principle. Math is not just a subject in the textbooks, it is a hidden language that powers our reality. Lastly, I wanna include a quote of Galileo Galilei. He said that mathematics is the language in which God has written the universe. Thank you for listening my presentation. Hope you find it informative. Thank you.